Hi everybody. All right, I want to show you what we're going to be making today. I'm so excited. These are really fun. So we're going to make 3D paper houses, okay? This is my example right here. So let me take it apart. This is my grass. It became my yard. My house looks like this. I have different sides of my building. Here's my castle side. All right, so you can do them all the same or all different. It's totally up to you, okay? Here's some of the supplies that I need. I'm gonna use a nice long strip of paper, okay? It doesn't have to be this big. Mine's pretty big, but it doesn't have to be this big. You could just use printer paper if you want. I needed some examples of architecture, so I printed some examples for you guys, and there's 3 different pages. If you do not have these at home, you could just look up different types of architecture or different styles of homes, so just to get ideas. Then let's see, what else are we using? We're using glue, markers. I've got some scrap paper for later, my Sharpie, scissors to cut this all out later, and my pencil, okay? Now, let's start with our white piece of paper. I am going to take this piece of paper and I'm gonna fold it in half. Okay, so I line up my corners as good as I can, and then once they're lined up, then crease this end over here. Okay, and I'm gonna run both of my fingers down the end so it's a good crease. Okay, now open it back up. So I'm gonna open it like this. And then what you're going to do is you're gonna take one side, okay, doesn't matter left or right, fold it towards the center and line this outer edge to the center line. So that fold that you made right there, line it up, and then crease it, and then do it again to the other side. So you're going to take this side, fold it over, get it to that crease right there. That edge goes to the center crease, and then crease your paper again. Now I have 4 equal sections, okay? We need this paper to stand up on our grass, and we're gonna wanna glue it down. But when I add glue to this edge right here and then stick it onto a piece of paper, it's not going to stay very well because there isn't a lot of surface area for these 2 pieces to attach. So a little trick is to put some feet on your paper. So take the bottom edge of your paper and you're just gonna fold it over, but only a little bit, okay? We call this making feet, because just like your legs need feet to stand on, it's really nice when your paper has a foot to stand on too. Okay, so now if you look at this, I have a creased edge going all the way down. And this will be, at the end of my project, where I add the glue so that it can stick onto the green piece of paper for my grass. Okay, so now I have these 4 sides. I would put the paper flat down like this so that you can't really see the foot anymore. Okay, the foot's in the inside. So flip it over. And then this is the part where you will draw anything you like. So doors, windows, you could put people in the windows. It could look like your dream house. It could look like a modern house. It could look like a haunted house, right? It could look like a business or somewhere that you and your family really like to go. It could be anything that you want. Once you get going and you have all of your pencil drawings in these 4 sections, then I want you to go over your lines with a Sharpie, okay? So let's see. I did one over here. I started one. So once you have the pencil, go over just like this one right here and make those lines nice and dark. Okay, I'm going to add some more windows to these 3 sections. And then once I do that, I want you to add color. Markers work great on this paper, so you can just add your markers and color in all of these sections, make it really cool and beautiful. And then when you get it all done, I recommend, just like I did on this one, using a piece of tape. So right here, I'll pull it off so you guys can see. Right here, I have a piece of tape that keeps it together so that it stays looking like a cube. And if you don't have tape, well, that's okay too, because you could just bend this edge right here and make a foot just like this little flap. And then you would have a nice surface area for those to be glued together. Okay, so now I've got that. You'll add some glue right here and then stick it on to find a piece of paper here. Stick it onto a green piece of paper like this with your glue. And then you can use scrap paper to design things that are in your yard. So on this one, I just did a little lake and a tree. I had some kids in my class making, using scrap paper and making pumpkins and then putting a little foot on them, making them stand up. They wanted to have pumpkins out in their yard. Okay, I had kids that were designing, because you can see right inside your house, you could make little furniture out of some of the scrap paper, bend it and fold it, and then glue it in there, and you could make furniture if you'd like to have inside your house. So you can be the architect and the designer of your home. Okay? All right. I hope you guys have a great time making these 3D paper homes. It's a lot of fun. You could make several of them and change them all each time, making different ideas. So, have fun and good luck.